So we have these three classes. There's a subclass. There are two subclasses that are extending a superclass. So I can have a constructor. That constructor, and in that constructor is I'm assuming that that constructor is the one I'm going to use to enter those. So I will have a constructor for my superclass, and hope you guys know that constructors have the same name as they have the same name as what? As their classes in which they belong. So this is the constructor I'm making here, right? So I can call this also here, no problem. They can have study something of this. Then I have to define that constructor. Yeah, so this is it. Yeah, so in this construct I want to use this keyword. Okay. Hope you know what this keyword means. You should be knowing what this keyword means by now. So we have that. Here I had edge note here. So I have here edge. Edge. So I can have that this edge right here is having edge. Yeah, you should get this. This edge right here, we assign to it the edge parameter in the constructor. You get this edge that we have declared, we assign to it the edge that we have in the constructor. So the same thing applies to sorry, I didn't have name here, I had college. So the same thing will apply to this college. This college, to it I assign college, which is in the constructor. Then this dot study to it I assign what? Study. Yeah, so that's it. Don't see anything wrong here. Oh yeah, you can just make it short a bit if that's the issue. You can take this underscore as your way. Yeah, so we are good to go. So that's our constructor. So when we come in the main body, we shall have an object from that class, student st. I'm assuming that's the object, students. So now this is the constructor that I got out there. So you should know that the purpose of a constructor is initialization of these attributes here. That's the purpose of a constructor. So instead of me going to the main body and I be calling each attribute and assigning to it a value, I'll simply do that in my constructor. So my college is courses, yeah, and I say comma, the next is an integer, so it should not be put in quotes. That is age, yeah, maybe I'm assuming I'm 12 years. And the next is year of study, that is also an int. Yeah. So it should be 2022, and I terminate that. Okay, so I'm done with that construct of that class. You should also know that subclasses don't inherit constructors. Constructors only belong to the what? They only belong to the superclass. Yeah, that's it. That's it. There's an error here again. Change visibility of students to package. Yeah. I think we are good to go. Yeah. Can go back to where we were before. This may confuse a bit. So that's it. So we have that superclass and it has its constructor right there. And it's in that constructor where we have initialized. So what you do there is to just output stuff. But that's not what I wanted. What I wanted was to show you a superclass with its attributes and subclasses that are inheriting those attributes. Yeah. So you can output those. You can do what? You can use this object right here. I don't know. Yeah, you can just come and make an object for the what? For the last. For the you can make an object for the what? For the subclasses. For each, I assume. Remember that these subclasses are classes. So you make an object for them, which objects you will be using to do what? To access elements in those what? To access elements in those subclasses. So these are the subclasses right here, and what I'm trying is to make for them what? To make for them objects, just like that. So these are the objects that I've made for those subclasses. I don't know what is. Yeah, this is it. So those are the objects. So you will simply be using those objects to do what? You will simply be using those objects to access all these attributes inside here. So assuming what I want to start with is system.out print line, and what I want to start with is under what? Undergraduate. Yeah. Assuming it's what I want to start with, that's no problem. Completely no problem at all. So I'll simply be using that to do what? To access what? To access my attributes. So the first attribute I have from the superclass was something of the sort. So remember that I created a scanner classes object that I want to use to input those things. So I think I will do this in the next video with my minutes are done.